Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Random Vlogging, where my hair is doing weird things. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, and you remember my hair tutorial and how I mentioned that I don't actually do anything to my hair, I keep it cut in a way that I can literally just dry it and it just works. I decided, due to a lot of different things, and I'm like, you know what? I really need to start combing my hair again and looking presentable. And this is what it turned into. And I'm not pleased. Like it's all puffy and it looks dumb. It really does. I really don't like it like this. It's just, ugh. So I'm working on it. So today, I'm really getting tired of this, but so the internet went crazy again, because that's what it does. Specifically about the proposed. My understanding is it's not technically official yet, because not everyone has signed their contracts, but it's just about set in stone. The new cast for the Ghostbusters movie reboot. And people are losing their minds for a number of reasons. One of the biggest ones being it's an all-female cast. And people are losing their minds on both sides of the equation. You have the hyper-feminist people. It's like, yes, this is amazing, this is wonderful, this is a win for women, and blah, 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 blah. This is so amazing, and, down with the patriarchy, which it's not. And then you have people on the, complete other side, which I don't want to say they're misogynists, because not the other side is a group of bizarre people. You have the Ghostbuster purists who are really upset that they're rebooting the franchise and that it's completely different than the original Ghostbusters. The people that are just using this as an excuse to get mad that women are taking over roles that were originally portrayed by men. And then you just have weird people that are like, no, my childhood, in general. And they're freaking out. It's like, oh my God, this is the worst thing in the world. This entire female cast, everyone's going to die. And when I saw it, I'm not particularly excited for it for one big reason. And that is, when I first saw the cast, I was excited. And I realized it wasn't because it was an all-female Ghostbusters cast, because I really don't think, maybe it's just me, but I don't think making them all women is really going to change how the movie goes. Like, I don't think there's anything about the gender of the Ghostbusters that is really going to change the movie significantly. They will, make different sexist jokes. Guys make dick jokes. Girls still make dick jokes, but entirely different dick jokes. Normally involving, making up for small dicks and things like that. But I mean, other than some minor jokes and maybe some sight gags and things like that, I don't think the gender of the characters is really going to change all that much. The reason I was initially excited for it, I like Melissa McCarthy, and I was a little bit upset with kind of the lukewarm response that her last film Tammy got, because I thought it was a really cool film. It had the kind of zany, crazy Melissa that everyone's come to expect from Identity Theft, and I can't remember the title of the movie she did with Sandra Bullock, but yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people expect anytime she's in a movie. And it had that in parts. But then it also had her playing, some very serious things. Some bad stuff happened to her character. She had a scene where she thought her grandmother had died. I mean, it was a really, really amazing uh, kind of growth for her as an actress. And I thought it was a really good movie. I understand why people are upset. The marketing for it did not show anything but the crazy side, and so people thought that's what this was going to be another identity theft, and it wasn't. And people got really upset because the advertising and the marketing was misleading. Um, but yeah, so I got really excited to see her in another film that because it was going to be a fairly comedic film if they stick to kind of how Ghostbusters works. It's going to be a comedic film. She's going to get to react to things that normal people don't experience, and I thought that was going to be really, really funny. And hopefully, they'd be able to work in a little bit of her more dramatic side because there's a lot in films. Comedy films nowadays compared to the '80s, they always work in a little bit to make it a little more serious at points to give you a little push and pull. So yeah, that was the only reason I was excited about it. I like Ghostbusters. I like the original two movies. I thought they're phenomenal. Bill Murray is one of my favorite actors ever, and there are so many amazing scenes in there. I mean, I love. Oh, and I'm probably going to screw up this line, but Rick Moranis is hilarious when he comes up. I am the Keymaster. I mean, it's hilarious. Like I love that line, and it's just brilliant, 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 brilliant. And I don't think it really needs a sequel. Like Ghostbusters 2 ended well. I thought it was a funny, set of movies, and it was great where it is. I have not been sitting there going, "Damn, I really wish they'd make a reboot to Ghostbusters," or "I wish they'd make a sequel." Not really that into it. I didn't play the game because I didn't have any real interest in it. I liked the movies. I liked Bill Murray and all those other people. I didn't really feel like it. So I'm not saying it's going to be a bad movie. It might be, a good movie. I don't think there's any possibility this can be a great movie simply because it's not needed. It really isn't. Andre the Black Nerd did a brilliant vlog on it and basically mentions like there is no market for this movie right now. They're simply going, hey, we can make money off of this. Let's try and make money. I mean, the director that I can't remember his name, he's worked with Melissa and I can't remember anybody's name in this movie right now. He's worked with two of the actresses and they work together. Or Kristen Wiig, there we go. He's worked with both Melissa and Kristen Wiig a lot, and so is one of those things like, oh, he's directing. Let's go get the actresses that I always work with. And you apparently it's going to be a complete reboot. It's going to have no ties to the original Ghostbusters whatsoever, and it's just one of those things. It's like, why? Well, because we can make money off of it. And anytime a decision is made simply because they're trying to capitalize on the fact that they can make money off of it, it cannot be great. It can be good. Don't get me wrong. It can be good. It can be enjoyable. It cannot be great. Quite simply. So yeah, I'm a little bit, I guess, indifferent to it. Am I going to see it? Probably. A lot of it, I probably will not see it opening weekend. I probably, to be honest, because it's coming out the same weekend that the new Power Rangers movie is coming out, I don't care if Power Rangers is a horrendous movie. I'm going to pay full price to see it opening weekend just because I'm that much of a Power Rangers dork. If you guys saw my cosplay, you will know this. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like I'm not particularly happy about this, but I'm not upset about it either. It's one of those. The only thing that interests me about it is I like Melissa McCarthy. I don't like Kristen Wiig. She's a fine comedian. She's a fine actress. I'm just not into her comedy style. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so that's my little rant about Ghostbusters and the new movie. So anyway, that's all for me today. Yeah, I am. Normally, this is where I'd be saying, that's all for me today, and I will see you on Tuesday for some streamy streams with TJ. But that's not technically when I'm going to see you next. I'm not going to give anything away. But you may want to, kind of float around the channel sometime tomorrow. You may see something you haven't seen in a while. Who knows? So anyway, that's all for me today. I will see you guys eventually. So yeah, bye-bye.